Broadcast live.
Senzeni Na.
Yes.
When is this album? What did you do for this album to be delayed for so long?
COVID, it's not you guys, Brad. Corona, it just messed up all the plans because I had such amazing plans of how I wanted to drop it. And obviously a lot of it relied on interactions, you know what I mean, and live interactions. But at the same time, I also still felt like I needed to make sure it was reaching the people. You know what I mean? I feel with the New Sessions, it was like, with my first project, it was very much a thing of, just put it out. If people hear it, they hear it. But, I'm business minded now. I'm smarter now with how I wanted to reach people. And so I know I really needed to make sure that the singles, people first needed to know what they're in for, with this project before getting their own ideas of what type of Rouge they should be expecting on this project. But I think now they're ready. I think now they understand what I'm gonna be doing with this baby. So yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just distracted a bit. Are those like lyrics there behind you? What's those little papers?
No, that's actually my vision board. Well, not my vision board. My vision board is somewhere else, but it's my goals. I always have them up in my house every year, of things that I want to achieve. So I have one for myself, and then it's my teammates, my boys, and then just as Rouge by itself also. So those they are the goals that I want to achieve for 2020. There's always a new one up every year. So yeah.
Oh, so you update them. So is it, do you sometimes have some that like
that I have to put up again?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Definitely, because like majority of the stuff it's usually stuff that need to scare me. Where it's like, there's no way you're gonna achieve that. So, and then usually like there's one or two I'm like, yo, I actually did it. Then I have to put back the other ones that I didn't do and try to achieve those. So yeah.
That's dope. So your percentage rate, hit rate on achievements?
For 2020, I won't lie, because COVID played me. It played me. But I'd say for 2020, I'm on like a good 40.
That's not bad.
40, 45. Yeah, it's not bad, but I had plans. But yeah.
So going back to the project though, firstly, also congratulations on the single with the
Thank you.
Man in Black, Senzeni Na.
Yeah.
To go on a chorus, which is like, in fact, I played the song and someone said to me, we're on a live, we're playing it on live radio.
Yes, I saw that.
And someone was like, yeah, Rouge is singing, on the chorus. I was like, nah. It features Amanda Black, and they're like, no.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, don't be mad.
That's me.
So I mean, if you got to hold Amanda Black and you don't get her on the chorus, I mean, what was she doing? Coaching.
I just needed the power, man. I needed the power because at the end of the day, what I wanted to make sure with this project was everyone that I featured, it's exactly that. They're just adding their feel to already an idea that I've created. Because I never really wanted, I never really want any of the songs that I drop, especially for this project, to be a thing of it's because of the features. Do you know what I mean? It needed to be a thing of the features just added to this amazing idea and just put everything full circle. And wow, Amanda came through. And literally, I even gave her the opportunity to see, like, no, if you want to try something, but she's like, nah. I'm really proud that, especially her being such an incredible and such strong vocalist, that she saw that I had the capabilities to also, hold myself to a certain extent with my vocals, because it's not a side that people are that familiar with yet. So yeah, I'm just so happy the way people are taking to the song. It gives me goosebumps. Today has been insane.
Wow. Hey, yo, and it dropped today, just as a side note,
Yeah.
Was this a scheduled single drop? Because I also saw you also had the open letter to us,
Yes.
on Wednesday. So
Yeah.
was it looking at the climate, or was it a scheduled single? Was it earmarked as a single?
So no, this was 100%. It was marked as a single because, you know, first and foremost, it's a song. You know what I mean? It's a song. It's a great song, and it just so happened that this is an ongoing problem, and it was just crazy that, you know, we were like, yeah, guys, let's drop it. You know what I mean? That it just, things just started spiking. You know what I mean? And it's I want to say it's a very bittersweet situation, because I don't want to literally say that I'm relying on all the horrible things that's going on in our country to give this song that attention that it needs. But I kind of feel like I want it to be the other way around, that because of everything that's going on, people are going to the song to kind of be awoken, because music is another form of education. When you really don't want to pay attention to what is going on in your life, music is a way to get through to people, especially people from my age group, you know, especially the youth. So this was a way to start a conversation amongst people. Like I said in my letter, my fan base is male. That is majority of my fan base is males. So I kind of felt like it also is my responsibility to have the conversations with them when they don't want to. So yeah.
Do you feel that, like, with the song being received this morning, and like you fresh out of dropping this song,
Yeah.
what has been the most positive feedback, constructive feedback? Because it is a song about, it's actually a song that's constructive in its manner.
Yeah.
What type of what reaffirming feedback have you received from it this morning since it came out?
Oh man, it's like I can't even. I literally have not seen one bad comment. It's literally has been, and for me, it's so awesome to see the men receiving it. You know
Mm.
what I mean? It wasn't a thing of, oh, another song, or this feels like another campaign song. Everyone has just been like, this is a powerful song, and it just so happens that the message is reaching. And that was the whole point that I wanted of this. I didn't want it to just go into deaf ears, or just let it be something that people would shy away from because they feel like, it's more educational than it just being something they could bump to. People see that it's a beautiful song, and the message in it is really, it's everyone can relate to it, whether it's a guy, whether it's a girl. I know somebody, I myself have experienced my own form of gender-based violence, and I know with the guys around, they all know these conversations. As we're seeing, it's hashtags that are coming up every day. We can't even keep up with the amount of names that just keep popping up every single day. So I'm blessed, man. I'm so blessed that literally right before I got on, people like, Rouge, go check. It's literally Senzeni Na trending, and then Rouge after. That's something has never happened to me in my career. And I'm so happy about it, man. If there was a way I wanted to trend, let it be this way. This is an awesome
Yeah,
way to do it.
yeah. And the artwork also is pretty strong. Is there a story behind the artwork?
Yeah, oh my gosh. Shout out to Christopher, the illustrator. I have to put him out there. He does all my artworks, and usually my artworks always grab people. But the story behind it, and literally, legit, it was his idea, because I was like, I didn't know what type of artwork I wanted to go with this. I didn't want to go for something cheesy or something people would expect and just decide to be like, another song about women, move on.
Mm.
And he literally came up with the whole idea of like, let's choose something that everyone knows, and it's about mothers, and it's about mother nature, and just how mother nature is nurturing, and how women are nurturing,
Mm.
and that everyone can read this beautiful artwork as a story by itself, just talking about how caring and how nurturing women are, and the growth that women have been giving just to our humanity. And that's how he played on it. And I thought it was absolutely beautiful. And
Wow.
then when he captured it, and he captured me in that image, I was like, perfect. And the moment we put out the artwork, it grabbed everyone and just made everyone to know what was the song about.
The artwork is a piece of art itself. You know,
Yeah.
it's really, really amazing. So now that you have been deliberated by lockdown, and you've also dropped like a new single with Amanda Black,
Yeah.
um, what plans do you have for the rest of the year? What are we looking at? Is Are we not
Too
dropping an
much.
album this year? Or, I mean, it's almost close to the end of the year if you think about it.
Yeah, it is almost to the end of the year. I'm like, it's like I won't lie to you. I want to say yes, we're dropping. But I can't lie to you. I think, you know, seeing that things are slowly starting to ease up and slowly we're getting the opportunity to connect with people. So my team and I are, you know, pretty much going back to the drawing board again.
Mhm.
And trying to figure out an awesome way where we're going to be able to connect with people. At this moment, I am going to push the song until I get that #1, until I get that plaque. That is what I'm going to do with it, because I feel like it deserves the attention that it needs before I give people this project. I want to see, if I give you guys this gem of a song, just this single alone, what are you going to do with it before I give you an entire body of work? So from performances to singles, I still have other songs that I'm featuring on that are going to be dropping that I can't mention because it's other artists, but super exciting stuff. I can't say I'm finally doing some dope stuff with Gigi. Finally. But yeah, so at the moment, I just want people to enjoy the singles that we're putting out. The amount of content that I'm going to be putting out. I have something called a page called Something Red that I really want everyone to follow. We're going to be doing some amazing content with the boys, like you guys have seen with the gender-based chats that we're having, and just makeup chats, and just chats with my boys. Because I think it's kind of nice to have an outside perspective as a girl in terms of what do you guys talk about and how do you guys see the everyday life. And I'm just so thankful that my squad is guys. So that's coming. And like I said, just more music, more music, more music videos. The music video for Senzeni Na, expected like now. An incredible performance version video is also going to be coming out soon. So yeah, the content I'm putting out for you guys, I promise you, you're still going to be very happy with what I'm putting out while you wait for the project.
In Rouge's trajectory, and I feel like, you know, I've been watching you ever since, you know, you came out, since Fairford
Yeah.
made me aware of you, you know. What are some of the things that you say that, like, you say that you should have done, or things that you regret doing, or things that you regret doing, and or things that you feel that you should have gone through that because it wouldn't have added up to this?
Very, very good question. What do I regret? Sheesh. It's kind of also hard to say that I regret, because like if I didn't make the choices I made, I probably wouldn't be in this position that I am in right now. I can say that there's things that I've learned from, and that I've grown from. And some of the things are like hmm I think for one is, when I was coming up, I was very much focused on just trying to rap, you know, and just trying to show, I'm the best at bars.
Mm.
And if I knew sooner that, you know what, Rouge, just be a musician and let the rapping be shown by itself with you, without you trying to make it a trick. I think people would have warmed up to this new evolution a lot faster. That's happening with me. So from the singing and the musical side of things, because I know it legit had to be like, to get to this point, I had to win people over. I know when One by One dropped, there was a lot of people who were doubting because they didn't expect that side of me. And I think also, to a certain extent, it was because I had never ever let them know that that is something that I'm capable of. So I think that is something that I had learned. Also, something that I had learned, and I'm very proud that I learned it right before COVID, was I needed to see myself as a business. I think that's the biggest thing that us musicians and us artists in the industry really, we slept on. And that's why now we're, you know, we're employing the government to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G, is because a lot of us relied on gigs and things like that without realizing that, nah, you need to register a business. You need a tax number. You need to know what's going on in SAMRO. You actually need to understand the terms that are spoken about when we're talking about needle time and all of these things, to make sure that you're not struggling, and that we don't always have to, you know, have situations where we have to rely on other hip hop artists to come together and try and help us in times of need, if we really made the right decisions from the jump. So those are things that I would say that I learned. And also, I think for me, owning how talented I am. I think this thing of being too scared to say that I'm damn good at what I do, and I literally, I pretty much can take out anybody in this game and not be afraid to say it. I think with us girls right now, we're waiting. I waited too long for the yeses and okays from the top guys, when it's like, nah, it shouldn't have been about that. If they were going to jump on the bandwagon, they were going to jump on it regardless. So I think that too. I've been way too humble with this. God gave me a talent and I got to show it. So yeah.
She's like, seems like you've been sitting with AKA a lot.
I have. I won't lie. I have. I was like, you make sense, brother. It's so true. It's really, really true. Like, people are listening to you because of what you can do, how creative you can be, and hiding it for what? Because none of the guys are hiding it. They're very much out there with these chats. And also at the same time, I really need to support the girls a lot more. We really need to support each other a lot more. Okay, I'm not going to say what we've been seeing on personal chats and personal groups, but it's an eye-opener to see that we need to force ourselves into the conversations a lot more. And especially in spaces where, because a lot of the times, a lot of our male counterparts actually don't even realize, it's not even a way of offending. It's just like, oh snap, these girls are actually there. These things are actually happening around us. And sometimes we just shouldn't be afraid to put ourselves in those conversations and put ourselves in those spaces. So yeah.
I think the key thing is, I always say that you don't have to shout much if you own what you got. You know what I mean?
True.
If you got the talent, you own it, and you don't have to shout much. You need to deliver. As much as you say that you weren't singing or people weren't seeing the singing part, I think that it's because people weren't digging for it. You know what I mean? Because you've always been singing on all your albums. You know, it's just probably how you've been positioning the singing. You know, I personally, when I put my A&R here, I always just said that you're not fully exploring what you can do. When I was listening to your previous work, I was I'm out music, but I'm just saying, I've always saying you're not fully exploring it. So I don't think it's been about like people not knowing. It's about you actually knowing where to put it, you know.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And with you knowing where to put it, I think a key thing when you do talk about your talent, it's also when you're saying that, like, expressing it, it's also then, if you know that you have it, then how do you use it? You know, it's almost like if I give you a gun, maybe everybody's a shooting gun, but how do you use it? You know, constructively. You know what I mean? So it's like it's like having the power all the time, but I think being conscious of how you use the power also starts becoming a integral part of where you go with the power, because it's
100%,
to own it and go, yo, I'm the dopest, I'm this, but like, what does it mean in the power of the relevance and when it comes to the people? You know what I mean?
True, 100%. Yeah, no, I fully agree with you, and that's why, like I said, it also came down to the fact that I never, like you said, I didn't venture on that side of me because I was so focused on, I want to show my skill. I want to show my skill. So when I was just like, bam, oh no, I sing. I knew that people weren't sure how to react to it because I didn't build them to it. I feel like I didn't harness that side as well as I could have in the beginning. And that's why I was saying that that's one thing that I've learned. If I had to say, I can't say regrets, but something that I'd learned, that is something that I should have explored so long ago, because I can't even imagine where I would be right now if I wasn't so afraid back then to really play with all my talents and see how far they could get me and what type of art I could be creating. So, but we're here now and I'm happy, man. I'm so happy. Like, now I'm doing what I want. You know what I mean? It's no longer the worry of this is how it needs to be done, or these are what people want. I'm literally making the music I enjoy listening to, while at the same time still being able to connect with the people outside. And that is the goal. That was the goal from the jump, so that I could end up loving what I do every single day.
Yeah, Rouge, I'm happy to have this catch up with you, you know. Um,
Thank you.
I think that like you've really come a long way.
Thank you.
And I do feel that like you need to also, and when I go back to um owning your talent, I don't want you, I wouldn't recommend, let me not say I don't want you, but like I wouldn't recommend you I wouldn't recommend you only look at like the ceiling of what a lot of local artists can achieve. But I think you're one of the few who has the potential to go to the world, you know.
Oh,
um,
thank you.
and
Yeah, thank you so
but I do
much.
think that you need to see yourself that way, you know. I mean, everything is about how you see yourself, you know. When you were with bars, with the raps, it was important for you to see yourself as the hardest MC to get that respect, right?
Yeah,
And as you get
yeah,
into the industry, those bars move you forward in the industry. Then you go, oh, the industry has another layer, it has a musical layer. Okay,
yeah.
then I need to
True.
see myself as a musician. But then the next step
Mm.
is going to be global, and it's going to be networking, it's going to be imaging, it's the image. What am I saying with to connect with other Africans from language, etc., etc.
Yeah,
Then you need to
yeah.
start exploring that. And when I say that, you need to own it, but you need to know how to use it. I'm just trying to get to the fact that you're still going to discover how to use it. So stay humble in the sense that you still got a long way to go, but you could still be
100%.
everybody.
100%. Thank you, Slikour. I appreciate that.
Shout
I
out to you,
appreciate
man.
it,
And
bro.
shout out to your team also, man. Highly active. And they look like they for the mission. You blessed to have
Yeah.
it also. You understand?
I'm super blessed. Super blessed to have a team where it's people who have been with me from the jump, and I was too blind to see that. Wow, these are not just dancers and stuff. This is a business. This is the team I need to catapult me to the places that I want to be at. So yeah, shout out to my boys. Shout out to my management. Shout out to everybody shout out to Rouge Unit. Like, they are doing the most PR ever. Shout out to all of you guys who are supporting. I really, really appreciate it, and I see every single one of you. So yeah.
And by the way, I think everyone has tried to put their hands in you in some way, positioning themselves as if they're helping you. But as you can see, it is only going to work if you take control.
Yeah, 100%. And like you said, I think it's I had to learn the hard way. I really, and I think that's with anybody in the industry. You had to learn the hard way. I was a baby at this, and I'm learning now. Like I said, I was learning that I'm not just a musician. That I needed to see myself as a business. That I'm not just a business. I have to see myself as a brand. There's all these playing fields that have just been like a light bulb moment, that I'm working on every single day. So like you said, I'm excited to see where I'm gonna be. The growing is continuing. So yeah.
Yo, keep doing, yo, and always keep your line open for me. Don't change on me.
Standard. What do you mean, bro? You are always there. Whenever you want to chat, I'm inside.
I'm just
Inside.
saying, when you're going up there in the world, yo, just send me your number two, your
And you
Congo,
better,
everything.
because listen, like, yo, this album, and it's funny you say that, because I kind of feel like, I don't know if, did I tell you? Because the way you're talking, it's almost like I told you about this project, because that is legit how I'm positioning this album. It's South Africa, Congo to the world. Like, Senzeni Na is like that one where it's like South Africa, we are here. And now the next ones I'm about to take you to, I'm really introducing South Africa to a different side, to my Congolese side, to my African side. The features I've gotten are people that I'm going to be introducing South Africa to that are killing the world right now. So I can't wait. I can't wait to drop this album, guys. Like, I wish I could do it right now, but I got to do it right. That's how much work has been put in this body of work.
Yo, we're looking forward to it, Rouge. Take care of yourself, and
Thank you.
from now we'll be bumping Senzeni Na, right?
Bump it, fam. Bump it. Give me the numbers, guys. Let's get that plaque. It's
Let's
time.
go. Let's go. Shout out, girl. Take care, yeah?
Cheers, fam.
Peace.
Broadcast live